Okay, so this is going to be a general love reading for all signs. I don't notate my readings by specific time periods or specific signs because, of course, we all live through each of the zodiac signs. We all have multiple signs in our placements. I don't like to be discriminate in that fashion. And I also don't timestamp or read for specific periods of time. I read for the present, so whenever you're seeing this is when you're meant to see it. If this message doesn't resonate with you, I know my library isn't the biggest yet, but we're working on it. So feel free to check out, I think at this point, the single other video I have. It's not a love reading. I will do love readings sparsely. I won't do them all the time because that's not my focus. My focus is collective ascension and development on a personal level, and your relationship development should really happen after your personal development has really kicked off, because if you focus too much on relationships and putting your value in somebody else and your interactions there, you're in for a tough few karmic cycles. So that being said, let's do a love reading. I'm going to go ahead and get started here. I'm going to start with the Art Nuevo deck. It's the first deck I ever bought. It's my golden gilded pretty deck. I'm not going to have a general structure to this. I'm just going to kind of, let's see, I'm going to do an on-the-fly structure. So let's do a general environment. Let me take a second here. If you'd like to pray, go ahead and do that. If you'd like to set intention for the reading, go ahead and do that. I prefer to do this silently, so I'm going to be quiet for a few minutes. Feel free to skip ahead, or as I'm silent, feel free to set your intentions along with me. Okay. So I believe I was pulling for general environment, general state of mind. Okay. Let's see here. So now let's pull your energy. Far too many. Okay. And then if you currently have a romantic interest, I'm going to pull their energy. That was fast. Okay. Okay, and then potential outcome. Okay. else. Okay. All right. There's a lot to unpack here. So first, let's go ahead and talk about the general environment. You've got the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords is you moving away from a conflict, a place of trouble, and onto smoother waters. It depicts refugees and swords from war, moving beyond the battle of the Five of Swords, going to, of course, the Six of Swords, where you're traversing away from something that was troubling you. And then we have the Page of Pentacles. So this is a very studious energy, but generally it's a youth. And because it's Pentacles, it's generally a small material offer, something of the physical nature. It could be like a small gift type thing. And then we have the Two of Wands. So to me, this looks like you're moving on from some shit that happened in the past, or at least trying to. And you're holding on to your offer, your physical offer, your gift, your energy, and you're prospecting for the future. So the Two of Wands is the crossroads. So you've got the whole world in your hand and you're trying to figure out which direction you want to go. You could be looking at multiple options for, you know, the kind of person you want to date. You could be looking for people online. But it looks like at this point you're being pretty conservative with your offer. Because you, again, kind of don't know where you're going. This could be because you don't know where you're going to live. Like maybe you're in between jobs. But you are definitely leaving something behind. So then for your energy, again, either masculine or feminine, we have the Tower and the Queen of Swords. So Divine put something in your life and it tore everything down. Like you had like the biggest oh shit moment possible when a construct or a relationship or a living situation or a job, something that you relied upon, something that you had thought was just torn down completely. This could be, you know, a betrayal. It could be learning the truth about a certain situation that you had. But as a result, here we have the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords is very quick to cut people off. So again, Queen of Swords, masculine or feminine, but it's that internal intellectualization. So it's really taking the time to think about your internal situation or thinking about your external situation internally without really sharing that with other people. But she can be very unemotional. So you could be unemotional as a result of everything falling down. We'll get some clarification, but it looks like you could be in self-defense mode. So then we have their energy, and we have the Seven of Wands and the Two of Pentacles. So the Seven of Wands, of course, is also defensive. So I'm getting that somebody worked very hard to be where they are and they're defending their position, or somebody worked very hard to get you to go on a date with them and they're really protective of that. They could be very protective of their assets, of their money. They could feel very conservative. But they could also feel very indecisive. So like on one hand, we have them defending themselves and what they've built. But then on the other, we have the Two of Pentacles, and that's the juggling, it feels non-committal in a way, but it's more along the lines of just keeping your options flowing. I'm getting potentially they don't have the most in monetary funds, so they could be very conservative with their funds in that way, and they might want to, like, you know, split checks or things like that, which isn't bad at all. It's good to be relatively conservative with your funds. So then in the general outcome, we have the Hermit. The Hermit, of course, is the card of Virgo, but it's also going within and doing the inner work, or finding your contentedness within. And that's accompanied by the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups, of course, is all about self-love. So the Queen of Swords was internal intellectualization, whereas the Queen of Cups is internal self-love, because of course cups are emotions. So it looks like you might need to take a step back and look within. I often find that when I feel very codependent, my issue is because I'm not loving myself enough. And that leads to, of course, being super defensive and cutting people off when I kind of don't need to. But then we also have the Moon, so this could be a Cancerian feminine. But to me, it means there's an illusion of sorts that needs to be sorted through. And especially when it's paired with the other two cards we have here at the bottom of the deck. So we have the Moon, the Devil, and the Five of Wands. So the Moon is an illusion that something is hidden from you. The Five of Wands is that there's conflict. So there's either the illusion of a conflict, but what I'm getting is that the devil has baited you into believing an illusion, believing a lie, believing a mistruth about yourself, and it's causing conflict. This could be causing conflict in your relationships, in how you carry yourself. This could be, you know, believing that you're not good enough, believing that you shouldn't be dating because you look a certain way. Things like that. They're self-limiting beliefs that are undoubtedly an illusion. So you do need to go within to identify those and move past them prior to engaging with other people. You can only love somebody else as much as you love yourself, right? And in turn, somebody else can only love you as much as they love themselves. So just really be wary of engaging with people who aren't aware of their own self-limitations and karmic cycles. Because it doesn't matter how much somebody loves you. If they're not healed and they're letting their demons take over, then you could end up getting hurt. So just use discernment with that. I don't think we're going to clarify those, but we're going to go ahead and clarify the other cards. So this is a rough reading. Why is the Six of Swords here? Okay, so we got the Hermit again. So the Six of Swords is clarified by the Hermit. So you could either have strong Virgo in your chart, or maybe you've spent a lot of time within on your own doing that inner work. Whatever the case may be, it looks like you've been working on yourself and you're moving on from a past situation. Oh, that's too many. I'd like to know more about this past situation. Okay. So we've got the Seven of Pentacles. So it looks like you were being tested. So the Seven of Pentacles is divine timing, divine growth. I'm getting that you were waiting for something to flourish and it never did, so you moved on from it. I'm also getting that somebody wasn't helping you with your garden, like proverbially, right? And that you went to go tend things on your own, but it looks like just an apathy for things not moving as quickly as you'd like. That's interesting. So then with the Page of Pentacles, we have, apathy. We've got the Four of Cups. So you are looking at all your options and you don't want any of them. You're like, man, these are crap options. Asben, get down. Sorry guys, hold on. Asben, get down. Sorry, he was on top of my snake's enclosure and it freaks her out. Okay, sorry, we're getting back to it. Four Cups, apathy. So you're looking at your options and you're like, No, not for me. Which is totally great, right? If you're not happy with any of your options, don't take them. The problem with apathy is that you see this cup here that the divine is offering you. You need to stop being so pessimistic about what you don't want and start looking for what you do. Or again, using that hermit energy to go within and really determine what it is you want, and then start vibrating in a way that the universe can match that. So if you want somebody who's really fit, who exercises a lot, go to the gym. You'll find somebody who's really fit and exercises a lot. Like, you know what I mean? You have to align yourself to attract that person. So I'm getting that you're withholding your offer and your energy and your time and your money because you're not happy with any of your options, and that's, again, totally fine. So then we have the Two of Wands. Oh, too many cards. What do we have here? Okay. So we got the Ace of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords again. So this is, again, looking at your options, looking at your directions from an intellectual standpoint. And it looks like you're using your intellect to, again, find this offer, this magical, you know, do you want to go on a date? This magical, divine gift, I'll say. It's like a seed, a new endeavor. But it looks like, I'm going to pull another card for that. I want another clarification. Because it looks like you're looking at options and that you have this idea of what you want in mind, but you're in the Queen of Swords energy, so you're very quick to end things that aren't immediately what you think are in alignment with what you want. So then we have the Sun. So you could be looking at a Leo, or you could be I'm getting Leo from that. Looking for happiness, looking for, or being at your happiest state when you're in your intellectual state. Maybe you have issues processing your emotions. Here we have the Knight of Cups. So the Queen of Swords is looking at the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups, of course, is, you know, the lover boy. It's the offer of, or lover girl, right? The offer of, you know, a relationship, of, you know, sweet thoughts. Yeah, there's Leo again. There's strength. Okay. So there could be strong Leo energy around you. This could happen in August. It could be somebody who's got a lot of struggles that they have to approach carefully. This is telling me that you might also need to go out of your comfort zone as the Queen of Swords and make a romantic offer as the Knight of Cups. You know, it won't be the King of Cups, but you're practicing, right? You're making a change in how you emote with other people. Again, this could also be an offer from a Leo. You have the Sun and Strength right next to each other. So then let's go ahead and clarify your energy in the Tower. Oh, wait, hold on. This is healing and enlightenment as a result of taming your inner demons. So as you're looking at your options and you have what you think you want in mind, you're going to have to come out of your comfort zone and tame your inner demons and approach yourself with self-love and gentleness and kindness to come out of your comfort zone and ascend. So you'll have to maybe, you know, ask somebody on a date rather than waiting for them to ask you on a date. You'll maybe have to draw some boundaries that you're not really comfortable with drawing, because that's a reflection of the love you have for yourself. Okay, that's, I think, all I got from that. I just had to bring that one out. Okay, so why is the Tower here in your current energies? Uh-oh. Okay. We have the moon again. Okay. So you could be feeling like the world is kind of crashing down around you. We've got it clarified by the 7 of Cups, the 2 of Swords, and the 9 of Swords. So it looks like you were looking at a lot of options. You have a lot of cups in front of you. The 7 of Cups speaks of illusion. It speaks of choices, options, availabilities, various temptations. Not all of these cups are a great idea, right? So there's some illusion in choice. If you're really struggling to make a choice, then you should probably go within, because then your answer will be more clear. But it looks like you had a lot of choices, and then the 2 of Swords, you were very indecisive. So you could have had choices between multiple people, and your indecision caused both of those options to go away. We have the Tower here, so there was a falling out of some kind. Divine brought something down for you. And then that's clarified by the 9 of Swords, so you were really stressed about it. Those sleepless nights for those options. Oh, Divine tore down an illusion for you. You could have been indecisive about something that was in relation to an illusion, so you weren't making a decision because you had a specific belief around that decision. Divine tore it down and you said, oh. So this could have opened up more options for you, but it looks like it tore away all the other options because clarity was received in some fashion. All right, and then why is the Queen of Swords here? I think it's because you're in a very intellectual state, but let's clarify. This Queen of Swords is in response to this Tower. Okay. So we have the 2 of Pentacles again. You could be looking at this person's juggling their indecisiveness or their lack of funds and really mulling that over on an intellectual side, really sort of casting like a judgment or perception about their state. You could be tempted to cut somebody out because they don't have as much money as you were hoping they would, which is an interesting situation. I mean, no judgment, but let's see. I think you're maybe looking at cutting them out because they feel a little wishy-washy. They might feel a little unstable, which is potentially triggering to you. It's also the juggling of options. Maybe this person you think is juggling you and another option, and that's never good. So that was clarified by the 8 of Pentacles. Oh, so if you feel like somebody's juggling you and another option, it's not another option. They're working. It's the 8 of Pentacles. They're at work. They're doing their business. So you're looking, you can see their wishy-washy side, right? You can see the lack of funds. You can see the juggling, the balance. But what you don't see is how hard they're working. I see the Eight of Pentacles here, and it's not another option or another person. They're stacking their coins. They're mastering a new art, or, you know, making money in some fashion. The 2 and the 8 is the 10 of Pentacles. So you could be trying to figure out how to get this person to the 10 of Pentacles. You could be evaluating how they're going to do that. Or you could be a vibrational match to their energy where the 2 of Pentacles is. So their energy has the 2 of Pentacles. The 2 of Pentacles is a result of the Queen of Swords. So you could have this internally where, you know, you might be broke too, but you're working. You're working to stack your coins and build your abundance that way. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. And that's, of course, fate and change, karmic cycles. You could be learning a lesson about how to save your money. Trying to view this in the context of love. It's really hard for me to specifically do love readings. Let's see. Okay, I should clarify. It's really easy for me to do love readings for myself because I know what it's saying. Let's see. I don't think I have anything else on that one. So then we have their energy. So let's clarify why the 7 of Wands is here. 10 of Cups. And the 7 of Wands. Okay. And why is the 2 of Pentacles here? Okay, so in their energy, of course, we had the 7 of Wands, and that was clarified by the 10 of Cups, and then the 7 of Wands again. So, they could be very stubborn and protective about what their ideal 10 of Cups is, so you might have a hard time getting your visions of your domestic happiness to mesh. They could be, okay, this sounds really bad. They could be keeping like a family from you, which hopefully they're not, right? If they are, like, drop it, move away, leave. They could be very defensive about their family. So why would you be defensive towards the 10 of Cups? Because you're broken as shit? This is just like defensive towards happiness, or like, I feel like some healing needs to be done on this one. 7 of Wands, guardedness, defensiveness, standing your ground. They could be, again, very stubborn about what their ideal 10 of Cups is. So you might have to phrase or approach the discussion of, you know, how you're going to move in together, or, you know, what you both want in life, and trying to collaborate on that in a very way that's not attacking. So you might have to be more strategic about how you communicate that if they're so defensive about their 10 of Cups. If you're already in a relationship with this person, they're very defensive of you. They're very protective of you. They feel like they've worked very, very hard to get your situation to the place where it is, and they are fighting off a bunch of suitors. Oh, if you're not in a relationship with them, they could feel like you have a lot of options, so they're trying to beat off all the other people. Okay, that sounded bad too. To stand their ground. So then the Two of Pentacles was clarified by the Ace of Swords and Justice. This person could have Libra in their chart. I'm seeing more balance of their funds, balance of their energies. But then Justice and Truth. An idea. This person could have a very flexible idea of what fairness and justice really means to them. Alternatively, this person could be very rigid in what they believe is fair. It looks like they have a truth to share with you that they've been juggling, discussing with you. That could be why they're so defensive. But they'd like to be fair with you and actually tell you. This could also be somebody in their past lying to them or being unfair with them and them being very defensive when commitment is brought up because of what's happened to them in the past. If you're already in a relationship with them, this could be them bringing injustice and apologizing for maybe juggling you and work. If they do happen to be juggling you and another option, I do see that there will be justice there and clarity to either let you know that, hey, you're not my only option, or it could be, like if you're in a polyamorous dynamic, it could be a better balancing of the interactions that you get versus what their other partners or your other partners get. Okay. So now, the general outcome, why is the Hermit here? Sorry if you can hear my neighbors, my walls are thin. At least the cat isn't screaming, right? We count our blessings. Okay. Wow. Okay, that's not a great outcome. Okay, why did that pop out? Okay. All right. Okay. You know, for as a love reading, there's a lot of, shall I say, difficulties here. So let's clarify the Queen of Cups. Why is the Queen of Cups here? Sorry, I'm not laughing at your pain if this is actual pain. It's just a little ironic that one of the first love readings I do is a little difficult. Okay. Anything else? Okay, there's the Lovers. All right, cool. Dang it. All right, and the Moon again. Okay. So let's unpack the rest of these cards. So the Hermit was clarified by the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. And also the Three of Swords. Or no, the Three of Swords is clarifying the Queen of Cups. Regardless, this is all the same kind of energy, not is what it feels like. So again, you could be a Virgo. You could need to go within and do some inner healing, some inner work. It looks like you're going to have to go within again as a result of the Five of Swords, or no, the Five of Swords could be two. So the Five of Swords, of course, is self-sabotage. But the Five of Wands and the Five of Pentacles, you feel left out in the cold. You feel a state of disparity, of poverty. It's not great. or you're conflicted because, you know, your current dynamic isn't meeting your needs. There's a lot of conflict. There are issues that need to be dealt with. This could be an internal conflict or an internal poverty mentality. If you are saving money, and that's difficult for you, that could be impacting your relationships, and it could be a point of conflict. Just be mindful of other people's use of your funds. Be very conservative when it comes to other people requesting your money, requesting your time, requesting your physical being, because that could put you in a state of conflict with yourself. So make sure to draw clear boundaries there. Yeah. Okay. So then the Queen of Cups is clarified by the Three of Swords. You need to love on yourself because you've gone through some intense shit. The Three of Swords is heartbreak. So I don't know that I see this particular interaction going well. If you're going on a date, I don't know if it's gonna go well. I'm sorry. Let's see. Okay, focus up. If you're currently in a relationship with this person, it looks like you're potentially being triggered, or that your self-limiting beliefs are causing this heartbreak, and that it's not actually the other person. If it is the other person, again, working on those boundaries, working on being true to yourself and being true to your partner. If you're not dating or in a relationship at all, it looks like there's some inner work that needs to be done, because it looks like when you get a lot of options in front of you, you get really, really stuck in your head about it. So then we have the Moon again. There could be an illusion of conflict, or a conflict as a result of an illusion. Again, it could be an internal illusion, or it could be not valuing yourself enough. We do have some really great cards at the very, very end. So we've got the Four of Wands, the Emperor, the Page of Cups, and the Lovers. So this is a balance, a choice. Of course, it's the Lovers, right? That's your divine union. And then we've got the Four of Wands, which is marriage. It's a stable passion, celebration, festival. And then the Emperor, of course, is divine masculine. And the Page of Cups. So this is like your crushy love, like somebody hitting you up and be like, hey, I miss you, things like that. Or somebody asking you on a date, or like compliments, like the very sweet, innocent kind of love. This person is listening to their intuition. This could be what you're looking for, or what you're working on ascending to, because I don't see these energies in the other person's current energy, and I don't see it in yours currently either. Yeah, at this present moment, your love life might not be great, but don't lose hope, because the cards for the future look good. With that, I'm gonna wrap this one.